broadcast now begins in 5, 4, 3, 2.
With you from Wells Fargo Arena. And Paul, this is one of those matchups, the top seed against the bottom seed, 1 and 8 in Newell-Fonda. They've been here many times before. 4 state titles, are undefeated. The Wildcats, all new, first time in the state tournament. They've got 5 losses. You know, we've seen these before where it looks like a mismatch. One thing though, both of these teams score a lot of points.
Yeah, both score a lot of points, and sometimes it's tough when it's your first time to the state tournament, as far as if it's coach, players, or both, however it works. Just the overwhelming fact, because like I said, a lot of these schools, the smaller schools, come to a small gym, don't really get to experience the big arena like this, and it can be a shocker. And when you have a team that's got experience, and coaches got experience, and teammates have got experience, and you can kind of know what's going to expect as you go into this. But I expect both teams have a well-rounded team. They go to a lot of different guys, and I think it's going to be a closer game than we expect.
We'll take a network break here and then come back with your starting lineups. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to make your fields more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant quality Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedsman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation. That's seedsmanship at work.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, find your local Channel seedsman at channel.com today.
At Pizza Ranch, our buffet your way offers something for everyone. Like the country's best chicken, legendary handmade pizza, and a great salad bar. Plus, Pizza Ranch also serves its communities, like helping this school marching band raise money for new instruments. Pizza Ranch, always good.
Order pizza, chicken, and more for convenient carryout or fast delivery.
Silvestrini, Paul Dorfeld back with you at Wells Fargo Arena. Let's check out the starting lineups for this 1A quarterfinal. First of all, for the number 8 seed, West Lyon, the Wildcats, 20-5, making their inaugural appearance here. Coached by Aaron Johnson, his 13th season, 135 and 148. They finished 3rd in the Siouxland Conference, and he will start number 11. Caleb Hayer, a 6'2 senior, averaging 7 points a ball game. Number 13, Brandon Snyder, 6'1 senior, averaging 14 points and 4 boards a game. Number 31, Kyle Gronewig, 5'11 senior, also averaging in double figures at 11. Number 33, Casey Meyerly, a 6'6 senior, averaging 12 points. And number 43, 6'5 senior Cody Bauman, averaging 14 points a game to lead the Wildcats, also averaging 5.5 rebounds. All seniors in this starting lineup for the West Lyon Wildcats. For Newell-Fonda, ranked number 1, undefeated, 25-0, co-coached by Paul Luce and also Shad Kompak. First in the Twin Lakes Conference, and they will start number 20, Brady Dix, 6'3", junior, averaging 14 points a ball game. Number 30, Brady Bowie, 5'11", senior at 16 points a game. Number 34, Adam Mullen, a 6'4", junior, averages nearly 7 a game. Number 40, Dylan Anderson, a 6'2", senior, 10 points a ball game. And number 42, Dalton Anderson, a 6'3", senior, averaging 17 points a ball game and the leading scorer for this Mustang team, who also has 4 players in double figures. The Mustangs average 74 points a ball game. Meanwhile, West Lyon, they're no slouch either, averaging 68.4 points a game. That's your starting lineups for both teams. We'll take a local break and then come back with basketball This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network. Silvestrini and Paul Dorfeld back with you here at Wells Fargo Arena. The game getting underway a little late here. It was scheduled for a 12:15 start, but the first game ran a bit long, and they're just about to do the starting lineups in front of the crowd between these two teams. In our opener, it was Keota, now 25-1, as they defeated Easton Valley, who finished the season at 21-3. The final there was 56-47, and Keota will play the winner of this game here, and that will be Thursday morning. Actually, will be the opening game at 10:30 in the morning right here at Wells Fargo Arena. Our two afternoon games will feature Dunkerton against East Mills. Dunkerton a 3rd seed, East Mills a number 6 seed. That one gets underway, scheduled at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then the 3:45 game has Lamoni 25-0, the number 2 seed, against number 7 Belmont Clemmy at 22-3. And then in the evening we start the 2A quarterfinals at 6:35. Western Christian of Hull 24-0 against Elbia. That's the top seed against the number 8 seed. And then our nightcap tonight at 8:15 has South Hamilton, the number 4 seed, 21-3 against Cascade of Western Dubuque, the number 5 seed at 21-3, and that will round out day number 1 at the Boys State Basketball Tournament. Today it's Newell-Fonda against West Lyon. The Mustangs, as we said, undefeated. They are seeded number 1. AP has them ranked number 2 in Radio Iowa, number 2 as well. Meanwhile, West Lyon Lions, they're the number 8th seed, and unranked by AP, Radio Iowa has them ranked number 8 in the state of Iowa, making their first tournament appearance. They beat West Sioux 76-47 in the sub-states, followed by Trinity Christian 56-42, and then knocking off Boyden Hall 73-58. Galen Catholic 52-46. Meanwhile, Newell-Fonda beat St. Mary's of Storm Lake 84-37 in the first round, followed by Patton Jourdain 90-62, Alta Aurelia 64-47, and then Arweva 66-52. Mustangs will be in their home white uniforms today with blue trim. And meanwhile, West Lyon, the Wildcats, in their dark away uniforms with white trim. We'll take another local break and then come back with basketball. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network. Silvestrini, Paul Dorfeld back with you at Wells Fargo Arena for this Class 1A quarterfinal game featuring West Lyon, the Wildcats, 20-5 on the year, making their first trip to the state tournament against Newell-Fonda, the Mustangs, undefeated, 25-0. They've won 4 other titles, looking for number 5 this year. They'll have to get through the Wildcats in the first round to advance. The winner will take on Keota Thursday morning at 10:30 after Keota got by Easton Valley 56-47. That was the number 4 seed over the number 5 seed. Nice crowd on hand here at Wells Fargo. Our officials for this afternoon's game are Ryan Eklund of Cedar Falls, John Conlin, also of Cedar Falls, and Justin Stockdale of Dyke. All the coaches out there shaking at center court, and we're ready to get underway here in the first half.
It's always tough. You're going against a team that's undefeated. They've been able to battle their way through the season, especially with the history they have behind them. You've got to come out and play a solid basketball game.
Wildcats moving from our right to left in the first half. The Mustangs from our left to right, tipping it up will be Dalton Anderson. He'll go against Cody Bauman. Waiting for the second horn, and we're just about ready to get underway in this Class 1A quarterfinal game from Wells Fargo Arena on the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network. And here we go. And it will be the Wildcats who win the tip, and they'll start on offense. Gronewig in the corner for Meyerly. Looking to go inside to Bauman. Now they kick it out to Hare. And nearly gets a 5-second call. Meyerly with it again. Up high, Snyder. Snyder on the dribble. Passes right side. Now the far corner, Hare gets it back up to Gronewig. He drives in hard, uses the glass on the left-handed. It's 2-0.
Boy, already just a physical game, a lot of action. This handling right there goes out of bounds back to West Lyon.
Turnover, and the Wildcats have it back. They've got the early 2-0 lead, 7:18 to go here in the first Class 1A quarterfinal basketball game. Wildcats bring it up. Snyder. Bounce pass into the corner for Meyerly. He stops. Back outside. Now top of the key is Snyder. Snyder left of the paint. Turnaround shot. The floater off the mark and off the glass. Rebounded by Brady Dix. The pass ahead to Dalton Anderson, and another turnover. It was too high for Dalton, and it goes out of bounds.
One thing about the Mustangs, watching them in the past, they like to get up and down the floor. They will look to fast break, get opportunities. You've got to run, sprint back on defense.
2-0. Wildcats with the early lead, and they've got the ball. Snyder bounce pass inside, stolen away by Adam Mullen. Dylan Anderson will bring it up for the Mustangs. Cross-court pass to Mullen. Far wing, now down low. Turnaround shot, no that time by Brady Dix. And the rebound by West Lyon, pulled down by Cody Bauman. Snyder on the dribble. Left of the paint, outside, three-pointer, off the mark that time. And rebounded by the Mustangs. Here they come. Dalton Anderson. Dalton, quick move inside, and we're going to get a pushing foul here. It's going to be on Brandon Snyder, his first, team's first for the Wildcats. Mustangs inbound, beautiful inbound play to Dalton Anderson, but he couldn't make the shot. It was short and rebounded by the Wildcats, who lead it 2-0, 5:56 to go here in the first. Snyder, bounce pass, baseline. Nothing there for Hare. Back out to Snyder. He's swinging around left side, three-pointer in the corner. That is up and no good by Gronewig, but they get the offensive board. Now Gronewig gives it off to Bauman. Good ball movement, baseline shot, Hayer, and it's up and in, and we're tied at 2.
Well, West Lyon takes care of the basketball. Boy, they just move the basketball. Nobody really holds. Find the open guy.
Check that, it's 4-0 West Lyon. Now Newell-Fonda the other way, and it's a three-pointer by Adam Mullen. And it's a one-point ball game, West Lyon up by 1. Snyder drives baseline, now bounce passes it. Shot no good by Hare, but they get an offensive board and another shot at it. Three-pointer on the way by Snyder, countered and the foul. Is the foul away from the ball?
Yeah, they're going to call the basket and then blew out of bounds underneath.
So the foul was away from the ball, or the shot that is, so count the three-pointer. West Lyon's going to get the ball right back, and they're up 7-3. Pedraza checking in for the Mustangs. West Lyon inbounding it to Bauman. Bauman hands it off to Snyder. Snyder on the dribble, still on the dribble. And the ball tipped away out of bounds. It will remain with the Wildcats. Also checking in for Newell-Fonda, number 52, Mason Scheidegger, 6'4", sophomore. 4:44 remaining here in the first. It's 7-3 West Lyon. Again, they lob it in, and the shot is up and no good by Bauman, and rebounded by the Mustangs. Here they come, Dylan Anderson. Dylan Anderson all the way, and the blocking foul, and he will shoot 2, and the foul is going to go on Cody Bauman.
Do such a great job, Mustangs, getting the ball out, either throwing it, advancing, or somebody's got to stop that dribble, because if nobody stops it, they'll take it all the way to the hole.
Dylan Anderson, a 6'2 senior, and it's up and in. 68% free throw shooter.
It's hard to average that many points in high school basketball if you're not getting it up the floor quickly.
Second free throw is good. Makes them both. It's now a 2-point game. West Lyon still up 7-5. Ready, Bowie back in, as well as Dalton Anderson. Full court press now by Newell-Fonda. West Lyon inbounds. Gronewig trying to bring it up. He's having some trouble here. Finally breaks the press. Right side is Snyder. Bullet pass inside, and we're going to get a foul that time on Dalton Anderson. I almost thought he had the block on Bauman, but they're going to get him for the foul. So 2 free throws coming up for Cody Bauman, a 66% free throw shooter on the season for the 6'5 senior. He and Brandon Snyder are the team leaders in scoring, both at around 14 a game, and he makes the first free throw.
I thought that was going to be a clean block there too, but obviously the official saw something underneath.
Yeah, it looked clean from our vantage point. Nonetheless, it was a foul. Second free throw for Cody Bauman. Second one on the way, and the left-hander, it's in and out, no good, and rebounded by the Mustangs. Pulled down by Dalton Anderson. Dalton behind the back dribble, and it gets it stolen by Snyder. Restolen by Anderson. A scramble for the ball, and finally a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow goes to Newell-Fonda.
Just getting a little bit out of control there, coming quickly, trying to go behind and then spin dribble, anticipated right away. West Lyon was able to come up with the steal there, but nobody could really get a handle on it.
B.J. Van Rokel checking in for West Lyon. Mustangs inbound. In the far corner is Dalton Anderson. Up high for Connor Wolterma. 5'11 sophomore now running guard. Scheidegger, and we're going to get a foul inside, and 2 shots coming up for the Mustangs.
Good tight cut right away. Just set a kind of a curl cut on top of the free throw line there. Continued right down to the basket. Good pass, entry pass, able to go right up with it. Get to the free throw line.
Dalton Anderson, who's got 2 points in the game, will shoot 2. Dalton, a 74% free throw shooter. The first one is up and 2 hard. One more coming up for the senior. 3 seniors in the starting lineup for the Mustangs. All 5 are seniors for the Wildcats. Second free throw is up and good. Back to a 2-point game. West Lyon up 8-6. It's stolen by the Mustangs. Cross-court pass, and the layup is no good by Dalton Anderson, but the putback goes in, and we are tied at 8. Back to even here with 3:41 remaining in the first. Gronewig. Hayer. Now Meyerly gets it knocked away, and the ball will remain with the Wildcats.
The Mustangs just keep a hand in that pocket. Everybody, their coach, just keep that hand in that pocket. If you bring it into it, they try to deflect it and get opportunities for steals.
Meyerly getting it in now to Van Roekel. Hands it right back to Meyerly. On the drive baseline, he's doubled. Now here's a three-pointer left wing, short by Gronewig. Offensive board though. Gronewig gets it back. Now he's in the corner, pulls up for a long 2. That's no good. And Newell-Fonda with the rebound. It was Dalton Anderson. Dalton over to Dillon. Dillon left side. Bowie for 3, no. And rebounded by Meyerly again. 8-8 game, under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Jump shot up and in that time by Gronewig. 10-8 now, West Lyon on top. Here's a little turnaround shot left of the paint by Dylan Anderson, no good, and the rebound goes to West Lyon.
Almost kind of a forced shot there.
2:33 remaining here in the first quarter. West Lyon up 10-8. Now the dribble was Grotwald. Now inside, Van Roekel, no good. And a fast break by Newell-Fonda. Dalton Anderson, the pass was a little too long. He had to slow it up. Now they reset the offense. Here's Brady Bowie. And inside, nearly a travel turnaround shot, and we're going to get a foul here. And the foul is going to be on Van Roekel. To the line goes Adam Mullen. Mullen, a 66% free throw shooter, and the first one is up, and it is a little bit too hard. Boy, the Mustangs use a lot of players, don't they, Paul? They just keep shuffling in 2 or 3 at a crack.
Bring them in and out. It's been a couple of years since being in the state tournament calling games. I remember calling Dalton Dillon when they were freshmen.
Yep.
Made it up here. See them now as seniors.
First one is in, or second one, excuse me, by 10-9, West Lyon leading Newell-Fonda, 2:04.
The Mustangs just try and force that tempo by pressing all over, so to let guys come in and out of the game, keep everybody fresh.
2:04 remaining here in the first quarter. West Lyon inbounds, Newell-Fonda with the full court press. Bringing it up is Meyerly.
10 seconds here.
Watch out, they got to get it over, and they barely do, but it's taken away. Taken away by Dylan Anderson. He's going to go in, and off the glass and good for...
With that pressure, you get guys that are handling the ball that aren't used to it, and you make mistakes with it.
Now Newell-Fonda's up 11-10, 1:35 to go, and tipped away by the Mustangs, retaken away by the Wildcats. Now here's a short jumper left side, in and out, no good by Gronewig, rebounded by Newell-Fonda. Pass ahead to Dylan Anderson. Dylan bounce pass in the corner. Pedraza now outside, three-pointer, and it's up and in by Wolterma.
Get going so quickly, they force West Lyon to take quick shots, which just turns into offense.
Newell-Fonda by 4, their biggest lead, and we've got a timeout by West Lyon. It will be a 30-second timeout with 1:07 remaining. We'll just keep it right here, actually, on this 30-second timeout. 1:07 remaining in the quarter. Newell-Fonda 14 and West Lyon 10.
It's always a question when you play a team like the Mustangs. There's 14-10 in the first quarter, but can you play 4 quarters with this tempo, which most teams, well, no team has proven they have been able to yet this year.
Thanks again to Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting Championship Week, sole title sponsor of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. 14-10, Newell-Fonda with the lead. 107 remaining here in the first. West Lyon's ball. Inbounding it will be B.J. Van Rokel. Gets it into Gronewig. Now Meyerly. Left side, Gronewig. Gronewig dribbles back up high. Dishes it off to Grotwald. He's on the far wing, now into the corner, and we've got a pushing foul, and it's an offensive foul. I think they're going to get Meyerly for this one.
Turn coming down to the corner, trying to set a screen there, not able to, just extended the arms with a push.
It's actually Chase Grotwald picked up that foul, and now the Mustangs have it with 49 seconds to go. Here in the first, quickly bringing it up and getting caught in the lane, and we've got a traveling violation on Newell-Fonda. That is Walterma. Just got caught in the lane, tried to stop, and he took one extra step.
Yeah, I thought his teammate was right there for the dish off, but his teammate had faded to the corner, and defense took away that passing lane.
35 seconds, and the ball stolen away by Newell-Fonda and then thrown out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Wildcats, and Newell-Fonda will have it with 30.4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and they're holding on to a 4-point lead.
I love the way they get the ball, they grab the ball, and they turn their head first so they see their teammates down the floor if they've got opportunities.
Walterma passing right side. Scheidegger stolen away. Ball stolen by Grotwald. 16 seconds remaining. Wildcats now can play for that final shot. 13 seconds. Grotwald passing inside Van Rokel, and Van Rokel, an offensive foul on him.
Well, that was just a size mismatch there. Just comes in and takes the charge there. Turned and lowered that shoulder.
He gets called for the offensive foul, and again, substitutions by the Mustangs. They have 8.1 seconds left to get a shot off, and they're up 14-10 here late in the first. 1A quarterfinal game, the winner to face Keota Thursday at 10:30 right here at Wells Fargo Arena. They'll get it in. 4 seconds left. Going all the way off the glass, no good by Dalton Anderson, and rebounded by the Wildcats, and that's the end of the first quarter. We have played one. It's Newell-Fonda 14 and West Lyon 10. And we'll be back right after this break. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to make your fields more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant quality Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedsman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation. That's seedsmanship at work.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, find your local Channel seedsman at channel.com today.
At Pizza Ranch, choose our buffet your way, carry out, or delivery. So you can always enjoy the country's best chicken, fresh salads, and legendary handmade pizzas. Plus, Pizza Ranch also serves its communities, like helping these cheerleaders raise money for new uniforms. Pizza Ranch, always good.
Try our legendary handmade pizzas. $6 for small, $10 for medium, or $12 for large.
Rick Silvestrini and Paul Dorfeld back with you at Wells Fargo Arena, where it's a 4-point ball game in this 1A quarterfinal. Newell-Fonda up 14-10. Second quarter action ready to go. Newell-Fonda, 4 times a champion here, trying to make it number 5, and West Lyon trying to make history of their own, making their first trip to the state basketball tournament. Getting ahead of myself. West Lyon will have the ball to begin the second quarter.
And the Mustangs, they force pressure no matter where you take the ball out. They guard the entire court.
West Lyon will bring it up. Brandon Snyder. In the corner to Hare. Now three-pointer, Groneweg for three, and he hits. 14-13 now, Newell-Fonda by just one, and inside they go, and it's Adam Mullen with the turnaround shot off the glass.
The Mustangs run their secondary break, looking to swing it around, always got a high-low option.
7:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Bauman down low, turnaround in the paint, no, and rebounded by Dalton Anderson. Dalton brings it up himself, passes to Mullen. Mullen, top of the key, inside, tipped away, stolen by West Lyon. They get it to Snyder. Snyder in the front court. Passes right side, Meyerly, three-pointer on the way and good. And now, West Lyon has tied it up, 16 apiece. Newell-Fonda back the other way. Dalton Anderson over to Dillon. Dillon on the dribble, will bring it back out and call out a new play for the Mustangs. Dillon at the free throw line, hands it off to Dalton. Dalton pulls up from downtown, that's too hard. Offensive board that time by Dix, the shot is up and in.
You see a definitely different team. Mustangs trying to set up in a half court. Really want to get this game going up and down and play freelance.
6:18 to go here in the half. A little floating runner, and it falls that time by Brandon Snyder. 18-18. Newell-Fonda on offense. Right side, Dalton Anderson. Back to Dillon, and Dillon again will reset the offense. Dillon to Dalton. Dalton in the paint, pulls up the shot, too hard, no good. Offensive board and a putback by Brady Dix.
That's two offensive rebounds there, second chance opportunities. If you're going to beat a team that's undefeated, you got to take those with great pass.
And inside they go to Casey Meyerly for two, and now it's back and forth. We're tied again at 20. Turnaround shot inside Newell-Fonda. Dick's shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Hare. Gives it off to Snyder. Snyder pulls up behind the NBA line, and that was an air ball. And now we've got a foul underneath. I think they're going to catch, is that Dalton Anderson? Yep, Dalton Anderson will pick up the foul. That's his second. And coach is going to get him out. So Dalton leaves. Gabe Pedraza is in for Anderson. Turnaround shot and a foul as Bauman is fouled off the inbound play. He got it, turned around and shot it. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, it's 3 times now that inbounds play. Just posting Bauman right there and throwing it high so he can go get it. Just steps back, gets the catch, and then takes it right at the hole.
Adam Mullen picks up his first. Cody Bauman, free throw is up and too hard. Bauman, left-hander, shooting 66% from the line. He and Snyder both averaged 13.8 points a game this season to lead the Wildcats. Second free throw on the way, and this one's good. Breaking the tie again, it's 21-20. West Lyon in the lead, nearing the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter in this 1A quarterfinal game. Newell-Fonda with the basketball. Bounce pass left side, Pedraza. Nearly stolen away, gets it to Bowie, pulls up for 3, and it's good. (23-22), 2-point lead for Newell-Fonda, and stolen away by the Mustangs. They're on the move, and the layup coast to coast is good by Brady Dix. 25-21, Newell-Fonda.
Take care of the basketball. Can't really throw those lob passes.
Wildcats the other way, the runner no good that time. Mustangs come down with the rebound. Dylan Anderson to Pedraza. Now a bounce pass taken away by Groneweg. So Groneweg gets the steal. He's in the front court. Stops his dribble on the near wing. Passes to Snyder. Snyder of the key. Now dribbles right side, bounce pass in the corner. Gronewig for three, and it's good.
Well, one hit there. Just a good look to that corner. Wide open jump shot. Got to look for opportunities. Can't get quick against the Mustangs.
And there was a foul after while the shot was going. It's a one in. We're gonna have a 1-and-1 opportunity here. So there was a foul on West Lyon. Count the bucket.
I was looking to the corner. I didn't see what was happening underneath. Probably out with the block out. Game's gotten physical.
Now the official is talking to the West Lyon bench. Somebody threw an elbow. I didn't check who that foul was on. So it's 25-24. Newell-Fonda. So West Lyon did get the three-pointer counted, and the free throw is made by Brady Dix. So 26-24, Newell-Fonda by 2. Second free throw is good. 27-24, it's a three-point ball game. 3:58 remaining. Full court pressure here by the Mustangs. West Lyon will inbound. Hayer looking for somebody to get it into. Finally lobs it into Meyerly. Meyerly far sideline stops, passes to Gronewig. Gronewig in the front court for West Lyon. Right back to Meyerly. Meyerly dribbles baseline, stops, cross-court pass, three ball, Rotwald, that's no good. Rebounded by Newell-Fonda. Brady Dix with the board, off to Dylan Anderson. Up high, three-pointer by Dix, too hard. And the rebound goes to West Lyon, pulled down that time by B.J. Van Rokel. Wildcats short jump shot on the baseline by Caleb Hayer. And it's a one-point game. Newell-Fonda by 1, 27-26.
West Lyon did a little fast break of their own. Mustangs just jogging back, able to get an easy opportunity.
Newell-Fonda with it nearing the 3-minute mark, and they've got a one-point lead, 27-26. Inside they go, and the shot was missed that time by Scheidegger. We've got is it a jump ball? A jump ball on the rebound, and the possession arrow remains with the Mustangs. .257 left here in the first half in this 1A quarterfinal basketball game. Newell-Fonda will inbound, and they go right inside to Mullen, and Mullen's fouled on the shot, and 2 free throws coming up for him.
West Lyon doing a good job staying in this ball game early. Question would be, can you do it for 4 quarters? Because Mustangs won't change their pace of play.
Mullen to shoot 2, 66% on the season, and makes the first. It's a 2-point lead now for Newell-Fonda, 28-26. Mullen with 7 points in the game. Misses the second, gets his own rebound, and lobs it inside. The shot is up, and it's good that time by Pedraza. Now he's only 5'7", but he got the ball and put it in, and it's a 30-26 game. Baseline shot again. Hayer gets it blocked, but it's an offensive board and the putback, and now a foul on B.J. Van Rokel. So Van Rokel will shoot 2. That's going to be on Dylan Anderson.
Good extension there on the block. Just not able to come down with it afterwards.
It's Dylan's first. Free throws now for Van Rokel, and the first one is in. Van Rokel, not a great year at the line, just 48%, but makes the first. Cuts it to a 3-point lead for Newell-Fonda. Second one coming up. This one is no good. Misses the second and rebounded by Brady Dix. 2:31 to go in the half. Walterman now running the offense for Newell-Fonda. Directing traffic. Passing left side to Mullen. Now inside they go. Back out again. Dix for 3. And it falls in. Well, it wasn't pretty. It hit the rim, kind of a dead ball, and rolled in for 3.
good spin, good soft rim there.
6-point lead for Newell-Fonda. And now a three-pointer the other way from way downtown is no good that time by Snyder. Loose ball on the rebound, and it is out of bounds, and it will be West Lyon basketball. Newell-Fonda last touched it.
Yeah, nobody around him, but trying to shoot too far outside that three-point line. They see that red line step into that black line.
1:58 to go. They go inside, and lots of contact, and Van Rokel will go right back to the line. He will shoot two. The foul is on Adam Bullen, his second.
Well, West Lyon doing, for the most part, a good job getting opportunities inside the paint, taking it at the Mustangs.
Van Rokel, a junior at 6'5", and makes the first. His second point of the ball game. One more coming up. So he's made 2 of 3 free throws. One more for Van Rokel. This one's up and in. Makes them both. It's a 4-point game, 33 to 29. Newell-Fonda with the ball and that 4-point lead. Dylan Anderson looking over to his coach. Co-coaches on the bench for the Mustangs. And going in all the way is Dylan. He just took care of business himself, and it's a 6-point lead for Newell-Fonda, 35 to 29.
Yeah, just a set play called from the bench, a little top screen, and able to go one-on-one all the way down.
Van Rokel, turnaround shot, no good, gets his own board, goes up strong again, gets it stolen away, gets the board back. 2 offensive boards for him. Outside, Gronewig for 3, no good, and rebounded by Newell-Fonda. Lots of opportunities there for the Wildcats. They get nothing out of it. Quickly, fast pace again. Anderson wants to run, gets it stolen away. 3-on-2 break. Higher and off the glass, no good, but 2 free throws coming up for Grotwald.
Mr. Anderson getting a little out of control there, going through 3 guys. Somebody able to get a hand on that ball. And then no defensive transition. It's hard to get back. Everybody's running one way, and defense turns into offense. Able to get a 3-on-1 break.
Free throw is in. One more coming up for Chase Grotwald, 67% on the year. And the second one on the way, and that one is missed. .55 seconds remaining in the half. 3-pointer up, no good by Pedraza, rebounded by West Lyon. Here come the Wildcats. 38 seconds remaining here in the half. Grotwald, they get it into the corner. 3-pointer, Gronewald off the mark, rebounded by the Mustangs. And we'll see if they play for the final shot. 22 seconds remaining in the half, and it looks like they will, Paul. They've got the 5-point lead, 35 to 30. Dylan Anderson with 14 seconds.
They come with the same play here, just a high screen.
Looks over to the bench quickly, 8 seconds, got to move now. Pass right side, they get a 3-pointer off. It is no good, and the rebound by West Lyon, and that is going to do it. So they got the ball, and the ball went in, but it's not going to count. Shot went in by West Lyon, but well after the buzzer, and that's where we stand at the half. So it's going to be a 5-point ball game with Newell-Fonda leading the scrappy West Lyon team 35 to 30. We'll take a network break and come back with our halftime. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
Fairway, along with our partners, General Mills, Frito-Lay, Wells Blue Bunny, M&M's, and Kraft, is a proud sponsor of the Iowa High School Sports Network. We congratulate all the schools and student athletes participating in this year's high school state championships. Thank you for shopping Fairway, and remember, at Fairway, you're family.
At Fairway, your family. At Fairway, your family. At Fairway.
You never know what life will throw at you. Sometimes it's small stuff. sometimes it can be pretty serious. That's why at Unity Point Health Des Moines, we coordinate care between your doctor's office, your hospital, and even in your home, surrounding you with care to help you get healthy and stay that way. Unity Point Health Des Moines. The point of unity is you. Visit us at unitypoint.org.
Rick Silvestrini and Paul Dorfeld back with you here at Wells Fargo Arena. We are at the half in this 1A quarterfinal. Newell-Fonda up 35-30 over West Lyon. And we'll check out the first half stats here, waiting for them to load up. And really, if you're West Lyon, Paul, you got to be really happy right now. Down by just 5, you're definitely the huge underdog in this ball game.
Well, I think you said it best, being scrappy. They've just stayed in it. They've handled the Mustangs' pressure. They've been able to handle taking care of the basketball, getting some good looks inside, taking it to the basket, and for the most part, keeping themselves at bay. By taking it to the basket and getting fouls, getting the free throw line, they're really taking the Mustangs out of their running game. They don't want to come down. Mustangs run a pretty good secondary break where they still try to score early and often, but they would much rather run up and down the floor and really just haven't been able to get that going.
Let's check out the scoring from the first half. First of all, for West Lyon, Kyle Kronovic leading the way, the only player in double figures. 10 points in the game on 4 of 10 shooting. 2 of those were three-pointers. 5 in the game for Casey Meyerly, 4 for Caleb Hare, 3 for B.J. Van Rokel. He also has 4 rebounds in the game. 2 points for Cody Bauman and 1 point for Chase Grotwald. West Lyon shooting 10 of 28 in the first half, good for 36%. 4 of 12 from downtown. And they shot 6 of 10 from the line. They got out-rebounded by Newell-Fonda 21-16. Each team with 7 turnovers in the ball game. For your leaders, Newell-Fonda, they also have 1 player in double figures. That's Brady Dix. Dix, 4 of 7 from the field, including a three-pointer. He's got 7 rebounds already in the ball game, and he leads the way for the Mustangs. 7 points for Adam Mullen, 6 for Dylan Anderson, and 5 points for Brady Bowie, including a three-pointer. 3 for Connor Wolterman, 2 for Gabe Pedraza, and 1 point for Dalton Anderson. So Dalton been held to just 1 point, 0 of 5 from the field. Newell-Fonda shooting 12 of 27, 44%. They're 4 of 9 from downtown, also 44%, and they've hit 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Those are your scoring totals from the first half. It's Newell-Fonda leading West Lyon 35-30. We'll take another network break on the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
Hard work. At Iowa Banks, we work with you to make your dreams possible. Whether your dream is an education, a new home, a growing business, or a comfortable retirement, you can count on Iowa bankers to help you reach your financial goals. We offer solutions with your best interests at heart, and we work very hard to get the job done. To find an Iowa bank near you, go to myiowabank.com. Iowa Banks, Iowa values.
Cookie
Don't put away the cookies sauces just because you put away your grill. With award-winning barbecue sauces, Wings and Things hot sauce, taco sauce and dip, Cookies premium salsas, and Cookies flavor enhancer, there are plenty of possibilities to cook with cookies all year long. How about Spam sliders or popcorn with Cookies flavor enhancer? For these and more great meal ideas, visit cookiesbbq.com or find us on Facebook.
Cookies is the one.
Smart cookies, use cookies.
Dorfield back here at Wells Fargo Arena, where right now it is Newell-Fonda, the top seed, leading the number 8 seed, West Lyon, 35-30 at the half. And the longer Paul West Lyon stays in it, the more confident that they're going to get. And this Newell-Fonda team, you said it, they like to run, they like to score a lot. Right now, they're about right on pace, a little under their season average. They average 74 points a game.
Yeah, and West Lyon just been able to keep themselves in it, hit some big threes, and then been able to get the ball inside and get to that free throw line, which again foul started heading up. It's a whole different game if you've got one of the twins on the bench. It seems like they're just so much more powerful when they're both out there running the floor. And defensively, it's tough to guard. They run the floor so well. They've got opportunity to score on that break, and in that first half, mix and match them, but one of them always on the bench there.
Well, Dalton Anderson is the team's leading scorer, averaging nearly 17 points a game, and Paul, he had just 1 point in the first half. And they really shut him down.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you key on one and then somebody else picks up. They're able to go inside. He said the Mustangs run a good secondary, kind of a Kansas secondary break. 1 out, 4 in, and look to swing it for either an open shot for their trailer coming down, or they dump it in low. But then they're hoping to get a shot right then. They don't want to set up into that offense. So if West Lions can get back, get them to set up in their offense, make them run some offense and play defense, get some of their own transition. And then the key, Mustangs are going to continue to full court press, be able to handle that and get the ball in the right guy's hands and be able to get opportunities.
We had the game tied 4 times in 3 lead changes as well. Should be a good second half. We'll take our final network break and come back with second half action. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
Choosing a bank is a personal decision. At Northwest Bank, we understand that working together and building relationships leads to the continued success of our customers and our community. Whether it's personal, business, agricultural, mortgage, or wealth management services, Northwest Bank is a leading lender, offering competitive rates and the highest level of service. We're always looking for new ways to help you succeed, so stop by today. Northwest Bank is commitment you can bank on. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We are the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we believe in nurturing our state's most precious resource, our children. That's why we provide millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and resources to Iowa students and teachers. For more information, contact your local county farm bureau.
People, progress and pride, it's true. Iowa Farm Bureau's helping you.
Rick Silvestrini and Paul Dorfeld back with you here as we're getting ready for second half action. Newell-Fonda up by 5 over West Lyon. 35-30 in this 1A quarterfinal. The winner to face Keota Thursday at 10:30 right here at Wells Fargo Arena. Our afternoon games in Class 2A will be at 2 o'clock and 3:45. 2 o'clock game is Dunkerton against East Mills, and then 3:45 features Lamoni and Belmont Clemmy. Clock winding down here as we get ready for second half action.
As I said earlier, it's one thing to play 1 or 2 quarters, but can you play 4 quarters and stay with the Mustangs with this tempo?
Well, this tempo, they also use so many players to keep them fresh. And we'll see if fatigue ends up being a factor in the second half.
Yeah, and so many of those guys that come in, they know their roles. They're not out there to shoot the ball or try and score, just to give breaks, give opportunities for guys to catch breathers, you know, get there, play defense, rebounds, all those types of stuff. The basketball is going to go through 2 or 3 guys' hands. We know the Anderson brothers, and there's a couple others, and everybody knows their role.
West Lyon will get the ball to begin the second half, and they trail by 5. Higher right in front of us, going into the backcourt to Brandon Snyder, and Snyder will bring it up. Guarded there by Dylan Anderson. Gets a screen. Now directing traffic on the left wing. Snyder still with the ball on the dribble. Stops, gives it off to Hare. Passes right side, Meyerly. Meyerly wants to drive, pulls up. Little runner, and the one-hander goes. Nice looking shot there, 35-32.
A real nice defense, just ran away, and he saw the opportunity.
Bowie inside, rejected by Ballman, but they're going to catch him for the foul.
Yeah, as quick as West Lyon celebrating, you know, trying to get back on defense, Mustangs already have the ball down and attacking the basket.
So Bowie will have 2 shots coming up. Excellent free throw shooter at 75%. It makes the first. Back to a 4-point lead for Newell-Fonda. And I'm guessing if you're the Mustangs, you want to try to pull away here in the third. You don't want to give them any opportunity. And they missed the second free throw. It's still a 36-32 game.
That's like you said earlier. You give them, let them hang around. They just build confidence.
Hare, cross-court pass. Ronowig pulls up for 3. That's short, and it's rebounded by Dalton Anderson. It's a 3-on-3 break. Dalton in the paint, goes all the way and scores against 3 defenders.
That's the hard part. You got Dalton and Dillon. Either one of them will take you off that dribble. You got to stop that ball and push to the sideline.
Newell-Fonda ties its biggest lead of the game at 6, 38-32. West Lyon trying to counter here in the third. Just under 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Caught with the ball is Snyder. Now gives it off to his teammate Bauman. Bauman in the far corner. Looking for help. Drives baseline. Goes off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound and he's fouled. The bucket's no good, but he will shoot 2. And are they going to get Dix on the foul? No, it will be on Dalton Anderson. That's number 3 on him.
That's a tough one there. It's a break for West Lyon, though.
So Dalton now with 3 fouls. Ballman with the free throw. It is up and too hard. Ballman misses the first, and I think they're going to take Dalton out of the game here, and they are. So Dalton is out. Gabe Pedraza is back in. And like you said, Paul, it's a big break if you're West Lyon.
That's huge, just to have one of those guys sitting on the bench.
Now Cody Bauman will try to make his second free throw. Missed the first. The lefty is up, and it is no good. Missed them both. And rebounded by Adam Mullen. Mullen to Dylan Anderson. Try to go down low. Dix, turnaround shot, no good. Offensive board, though, by Mullen. And with traveling violation on Mullen. Did all the hard work, then he traveled.
Yeah, took a power dribble out to the corner and looked to reverse it, and then the passing lane was taken away. So as he came to a jump stop, just to the back, dragged that back heel.
West Lyon brings it up. They trail by 6, 38-32. Snyder, loose ball, stolen away, and Newell-Fonda has it back. Trying to extend on their biggest lead here of the ball game. They're up by 6, 38-32. On the dribble is Dylan Anderson. Nearly a travel. And now gets it off, and a scoop shot put in by Adam Mullen. It's the biggest lead now of 8. Quickly the other way and in transition. How about Cody Bauman playing the Mustangs game there? He beat everybody and scores and is fouled, and he'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Does a great job being able to see the ball all the time, catch it at its pinnacle, and just come down with it. Able to use great footwork to finish that off.
Bauman at the line trying to cut the lead to 5. The free throw is up, and this time he puts it in, and it's a 5-point ball game. 5:53 to go here in the third. Mustangs on top. Adam Mullen to Pedraza down low. Loose ball picked up by the Mustangs. Pedraza gets it back. He's on the near wing. On the dribble now, top of the key. Back out to Dylan Anderson. Looks over to the bench and gets the call from his head coach. Gets a screen, now dribbles right side, right of the paint, goes in high up the glass, no good, and rebounded there by Brandon Snyder. Here comes Snyder, 2-on-2 break. Snyder using his arm to kind of push away, gets the shot off, no good, and rebounded by Newell-Fonda. And it's a loose ball and nearly stolen out of bounds, and the official says it is going to be Newell-Fonda ball.
That's the thing, once Mustangs get through their secondary break, it basically turns into a Dalton or Dillon show.
Dillon will bring it up this time. Off the inbounds pass on the sidelines. His team is up 40-35. Bowie pulls up on the runner, no good. Long rebound, and it goes into the hands of Dylan Anderson. Another crack at it for the Mustangs. Dillon on the dribble, right wing. Now stops on the sideline in front of his own bench. Pedraza up high. Back to Dillon. Anderson bounce pass down low. Turnaround shot goes in that time by Brady Dix. Dix used the left hand and scored. It's 42-35, a 7-point lead for the Mustangs.
Yeah, good solid post, just in a good feed there, able to get it, just take it right to the hoop.
Brandon Snyder outside. Gronewig for three, good. Or was that Meyerly? Couldn't catch which one that was. Anyway, we got a timeout on the court. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. 42-38 is your score. It's just a 4-point ball game. Work hard, get rewarded. That's right. The Unity Point Scholar Athlete of the Year award is now up for grabs. Unity Point Health wants to recognize hard work in and out of the classroom. Up to $2,000 in scholarship money is available to the winners. To get all the facts, log on to unitypointscholarathletes.com. So it's a 4-point game, 42-38, Newell-Fonda in the lead.
Oh, West Lyon, like I said, just keep scrapping and hanging on. I think it was huge, just that third foul there. And put Dillon on the bench there.
Or Dalton, right?
Or Dalton.
And Dalton's coming back in. You're right. They're going to wait no longer. He's going to come in with 3 fouls at the next break. Mustangs have the ball right now. Pedraza inside, and the shot is blocked that time. Bowie tried to get it, but another offensive board. Offensive rebound for Newell-Fonda. Dylan Anderson with the basketball. On the dribble, calls out a new play. Top of the key, bounce pass right side, Pedraza. They go to Dix again. Dix drives in hard. He's fouled, and 2 shots coming up for Dix, and the foul is going to be on Brandon Snyder.
It's always the crowds this year, this new charge rule and everything.
You kind of hear in the background, they're all yelling and screaming. And the ball goes in and out. Now, maybe explain to the listeners your interpretation of it.
Well, basically, is once you start your upward motion, so you don't have to have led the basketball once it goes above your hip in the forward motion as a shooting progress, then you're in the active motion. So you could take another step and then leave the floor. So with that being said, you have to be set so much earlier than what the old rules were.
Missed the second free throw, 42-38. It's a 4-point game. Hayer to Snyder. Snyder, some contact there, and the foul is going to go on Pedraza. So he bumped him, and he'll pick up the foul. That's his first.
I mean, it's to a point where it's almost impossible to take a charge unless you're there before the basketball. He's making his initial move. It's a tough one to get anymore.
They lob it inside for Bauman. He had an easy try at it and missed, and then a foul on West Lyon on the rebound. Boy, Bauman, I'm sure that basket looked just huge because there was nobody there, and somehow he missed it off the glass.
Just wasn't able to connect, and then battling back quick to go back up that rebound, but gets called for a push from behind.
42-38. It's a 4-point Newell-Fonda lead. They're the heavy favorites here, and they've got the ball driving in all the way, and the shot is good that time by Connor Walterma. 44-38 Mustangs. Here's Snyder. Stops. Bounce pass inside, and we're going to foul here, and accidentally Cody Bauman. And it was an accident. He just ran into Brady Dix and put him on his back, and he helps him up.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
No,
no intent there. But the high screens are so tough to guard. You've seen that so much in college this year, and now even in the high school level, where those high screens, you've got to come up and you've got to decide what you're going to do. Are you going to double team it, or are you going to let them go? And then if they don't, the penetration's there.
Adam Mullen back in. Here's the inbound three-pointer up and no good by Meyerly and rebounded by Newell-Fonda. Mustangs with that 44-38 lead at the 3:06 mark here in the third. Class 1A quarterfinal on the Fairway Foods Championship Network. Walterma between the leg dribble, right wing, stops, gives it off to Pedraza, right back to Walterma, looks over at the bench. He bounce passes right side to Schadiger. Still looking now on the dribble. Gives it up to Mullen. 2:36 left, and we got a traveling violation. Schadiger got the ball inside and shuffled his feet. Got a couple of substitutions now for the Mustangs. Bowie and Dylan Anderson back in. 2:34 left in the third, and West Lyon just keeps hanging around. They had 5 losses on the season, but they're in the quarterfinals here at State. And bounce pass beautifully to a cutting Groneweg. He's fouled in 2 shots coming up for the senior.
A good back cut there. Mustangs overplay those wings, have a hand out in that passing lane. Sees that, makes a great back cut and a great feed.
Third foul on Adam Mullen. 5 fouls now for Newell-Fonda in the half, just 3 for West Lyon. The first free throw for Groneweg, it is up and it is in. 44-39, a 5-point game. 11 points for Groneweg. On the year, just 53% from the line, but makes them both. Makes both free throws, 4-point game, 44-20, 2:19 remaining in the third. In the corner is Dylan Anderson. Now Dylan up high. Hands it to his brother Dalton. Dalton in the paint, stops and uses the glass and scores.
That was just a set with a 2-man game, kind of a 1-4 look where both of those two could curl off each other.
46-40, back to a 6-point lead for the Mustangs. 1:52 left here in the third. Hare driving baseline. Outside Groneweg, back inside to Hare. They kick it around. Snyder in 3-point territory, and we got a foul underneath. It's an offensive foul. They said Cody Bauman pushed trying to get position. And for Bauman, that's number 3.
Yeah, it looked like he extended his arm. I don't know if it was enough to make the call. The officials obviously did.
Well, Coach Aaron Johnson not agreeing with the official there. And he's got to take his big guy out, so Bauman's going to sit on the bench. With 1:41 left in the third, he's got 3 fouls. Newell-Fonda up by 6. And they've got the ball. Dalton Anderson. Free throw line, and the pass lost and picked up right in front of us by Bowie, and he loses it again in the backcourt. Is it going to be over and back or not? And he touches the ball, and it is. And boy, in that case, don't you just have to pick the ball up and take the over and back? Because they could have stole it there and scored.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you look real quick, but nobody's coming. You just grab it, take the turnover. You don't want to give up a layup.
It's a new life here for West Lyon. They get the turnover. They can cut into this lead. It's a 6-point ball game. 1:17 in the third. On the dribble is Snyder. Still on the dribble. Left of the paint. Feeds it inside. And an easy 2. A great pass for B.J. Van Roekel. And we're back to a 4-point game, Paul. Well, they just stay right in this thing.
You get in situations where Mustangs, looking at their schedule, there's not a lot of games where they're tight.
Shot up by Dix, no good. Offensive board. Dylan Anderson with the jump shot, no. And it's rebounded by Meyerly. 49 seconds left here in the third. And the West Lyon Wildcat fans are on their feet. .31 seconds. On the dribble is Snyder. Looks like they're going to try to play for the final shot. I don't blame them, really.
No, there's no reason to give the Mustangs another opportunity here.
19, and again, just dribbling out by half court is Brandon Snyder. 14 12, 10, between the leg dribble 3 times, 7. Snyder dishes off out of bounds, and now a jump shot on the baseline, in and out, no good by Snyder, and that should do it. We have played 3, and it's a 4-point ball game. Newell-Fonda 46, West Lyon 42, back after this network break on the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
Mid-American Energy is putting the power to achieve greater energy efficiency in our hands. Their website offers smart tools for saving energy, like online energy audits for our homes, and simple, inexpensive tips like changing furnace and air conditioner filters regularly, using compact fluorescent bulbs, and closing drapes on hot, sunny days. Save some green with Mid-American by visiting MidAmericanEnergy.com. Energy efficiency is in our hands with Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The great thing about snowboarding is the adventure. All day long, you're finding different ways of doing different things, and it's never the same. Snowboarding has been really fun and really rewarding for me, and I want it to be fun and rewarding for my customers as well. I'm Lindsay McKinstry, and I'm one of the snowboard experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Des Moines, Sioux City, Iowa City, and Cedar Falls.
Rick Silvestrini, Paul Dorfeld. We begin the 4th quarter, and it's just a 4-point game. Newell-Fonda trying to hold on against this West Lyon team, 46-42. And Paul, I think a much lower scoring game than probably we thought.
Yeah, it's been one of those where a lot of opportunity, but not really the up and down game that the Mustangs really want to play. West Lyon's done a really good job of making this a half-court game for the most part. They've taken opportunities to run when it's available, but not just forcing the issue.
46-42. Newell-Fonda will get the ball to begin the 4th quarter, and they inbound it into Dylan Anderson. Dylan passes left side. Now Dylan goes in hard and uses the glass. He actually passed it off to Adam Mullen, and Mullen scores 48-42, back to a 6-point lead. Brandon Snyder for West Lyon. No-look pass on the baseline. Making a nice move inside is Caleb Hayer. He scores. And again, it's down to 4, 48-44.
Good offensive set right there just to get that opportunity.
Inside they go. Dick's turnaround off the glass. No, and rebounded by West Lyon. West Lyon will bring it up. Brandon Snyder. Snyder on the dribble, pulls up for 3, launches away, no good. Offensive board and a putback by Cody Bauman.
I was going to say, probably not the best shot that you wanted, but great offensive board there, but you got to play defense now.
Dalton Anderson loses the ball, it's stolen away. West Lyon can tie it up or take the lead on this possession. Gronewig in the corner, cross-court pass. Snyder wide open for 3, and it's good. Timeout, Mustangs.
You just see that momentum going, just like you said earlier, just hanging around, just finding a way to stay in the game.
And I believe it will be a full timeout. We will take a break. It is 49-48, West Lyon with the lead. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
Musco Sports Lighting would like to congratulate all the championship participants on their dream season. Musco makes sports lighting happen around the globe, from NASCAR super speedways, Olympic Games, to high school athletics and hometown Little League fields. To learn more about Musco and how green generation lighting can cut your energy consumption in half, visit musco.com.
accounting, actuarial science, agriculture.
There's a world of careers for you to explore at DMAC's University College Transfer Program. It's dedicated to students who plan to pursue a 4-year degree, 2 years at DMAC, and then transfer to virtually any 4-year university. DMAC's University College Transfer Program will help you match your interests to a rewarding career. Go to dmac.edu to learn more.
Early childhood education.
DMAC, life's calling.
After the timeout, the Mustangs have it, but now they're down by 1, 49-48. 6:34 to go here in this 1A quarterfinal. They are top ranked, but they're having a hard time getting out of the quarterfinal round here at the tournament. Dylan Anderson inside on a rejection. And now the ball taken by West Lyon. They got the block inside, and here they come looking for more. Down low and in, and a score by Meyerly. And it's a 3-point lead.
Mustangs not able to get, you just see the momentum switch, not able to get back defense of their own. West Lyon just giving them a little taste of their own medicine. Fast breaking and easy opportunity.
3-point lead now for West Lyon, 6:08 to go. Dylan Anderson stops his dribble, gives it off, three-pointer for Bowie, no good. And a rebound by Heyer, a quick shot, that time by the Mustangs. They might be a little rattled here in the fourth.
I think they are rattled, just not really been probably in this situation. They've only had 2 real close games throughout the season.
Snyder on the dribble. Bounce pass, no look. Heyer waits, scores inside, and another 2 points for West Lyon, 53-48.
West Lyon just playing very effective offense, getting the ball inside, good shot fakes.
Their biggest lead of the game, and Snyder tried to steal, but he's called for the foul. That is foul number 4 on Brandon Snyder.
And you can almost see just the intensity level has jumped up for West Lyon. You can almost see kind of a panic situation. Some of the last shots from the Mustangs forcing the ball up.
Still a lot of time left. 5:24 remaining here in the fourth. They lob it in.
That's the tough part. When you play a season 25-0, you don't play very many close games. You got a lot of blowouts.
They're in a tight one here, and they're trailing now late. And we're going to get a pushing foul on West Lyon. Going to be on Kyle Groneweg. That's his second. And free throws are coming up now for Gabe Pedraza. Pedraza just a 52% free throw shooter.
Not quite the guy I would think would be posting it up and trying to feed it down low to him.
He missed the first. Newell-Fonda now 8 of 15 from the free throw line. And one more coming up for the 5'7" senior. Second one on the way, and this one is good. That ends the run there by West Lyon. It's a 4-point ball game, 53-49, with the Wildcats in the lead, and they've got the ball. Meyerly to Hare. Passes right side over to Grotwald. Nearly lost the ball, and Groneweg got to pick it up. Here's Hare again, driving in and scoring. Boy, he's got 10 points now.
Good move to the basket, all set up by a screen.
6-point lead, nearly stolen away. Mustangs with the basketball. Dix on the dribble, and he traveled, didn't he? Or did he get fouled first? They're going to call a foul on West Lyon.
Takes to a 1-on-1 situation.
Fouls on Grotwald. That's his second. So shooting 1-and-1 will be Brady Dix. Dix 67% on the season. Free throw on the way, and it is good. Makes the first. It's a 5-point ball game. Mason Scheidegger back in.
Can almost see the sense of urgency. The Mustangs, whoever's got the ball, is trying to force up a shot where there's so much time left here.
Second free throw is good. It's a 4-point game. 4:33 to go. Grotwald. On the drive, Gronewald, but he just blows by the defense and scores. He's got 14 in the game, 57-51, a 6-point lead for the Wildcats. And we got a foul down low. It's an offensive foul, though. It's called on Scheidegger. He scored the bucket, but they won't count it. He pushed off an offensive foul, and now the Wildcats have it with a 6-point lead and 4:16 to go.
That's always tough for the big fella. He just makes a power dribble and puts his elbow into him. I didn't really call it a push out. They're just big bodies, and when they make contact, they make a little bit of movement. The official's big himself. I don't know, maybe he never played basketball, but when you hit down low, I mean, that wasn't really like he's going at him. They just made a little body contact.
West Lyon has the ball. Newell-Fonda will have a full court press. They try to go for a home run. They get it down to Gronewig, and boy, they got lucky that they didn't lose the ball there.
Not sure how he came up with that one. Just wanted it more.
Snyder pulls it back out for West Lyon. Still on the dribble. 4 minutes to go. Snyder stops his dribble now. Passes left side, Gronewig. On the baseline, Gronewig stepped out of bounds. So not a good offensive set. Nothing kind of looked right from the start.
That was tough there. Well, you could tell they're trying to run some clock, and as we always say, you start running some clock, you get out of your flow, and now you cause a turnover, create a turnover against yourself. It's one of those things where if you don't practice it all the time, you almost got to do it every day. About last 5 minutes practice, just working on that late game situations.
Dylan Anderson trying to go all the way, and boy, Cody Bauman thought he had the block, and for him that is foul number 4. And to the free throw line goes Dylan. That was close. Might have got the body in there as well. Dylan will shoot 2. He's got 6 in the game, and the first free throw is no good, and some big free throw misses here down the stretch.
And I think if you're Mustangs, you got to work your offense. You look for opportunities. Obviously, their defense, they'll get out and pressure. West Lyon doing a great job the second half of breaking their pressure, just getting it into the middle, turning opposite, looking to break it. If you're the Mustangs, keep driving and taking it at that basket so you can get the free throw line and lengthen this game.
Second free throw was good. 5-point ball game. West Lyon up with 3:35 to go, trying to pull off the first round upset here at the state tournament. Higher in the corner. Passes outside Meyerly. Right side for Gronewig. Back to Meyerly. Now on the baseline, Van Rokel. Cross-court pass. Here's a three-pointer. It is up, and it is good by Gronewig.
Huge shot right there.
60-52, the biggest lead in the game for the Wildcats. We're nearing the 3-minute mark on the drive. No good that time by Dylan Anderson, and rebounded by the Wildcats.
That's where it's got to be good. You don't need to force it here.
Gronewig wants another shot, pulls up for a quick one, and on the rebound, Newell-Fonda gets it stolen away by Heyer. He stole the ball and gets it to Meyerly. Meyerly sees an opening. He goes in off the glass, no good. Van Rokel with the offensive board, and he is fouled. I tell you what, the Wildcats did not try to eat any clock there, and they got bailed out with the foul, and now they're at the free throw line with an 8-point lead.
So you lose your hair or turn gray when you're coach. Guys got a no clocking situation, pull that ball out. Make sure they're fortunate they kept getting opportunities and got to the free throw line.
They look so excited, and you know, I guess you can't blame Gronewig. He felt hot, but he took a quick shot and missed it. But they got 2 offensive rebounds, and Van Rokel knocks it down, and it is a 9-point lead, the biggest in the game for West Lyon.
It's the thing with a team like the Mustangs, though, you've got to just know the clock situation, because this is a lot of time for them to be able to get shots and get opportunities.
Second free throw is good, a 10-point lead at the 2:46 mark. Newell-Fonda held to just 52 points so far in the game, and they want a timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take another break. 2:41 to go. West Lyon 62, Newell-Fonda 52. Back after this network break on the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
As the nation's leader in pork production and pork exports, Iowa's pork producers are doing things right. It's their ethical and moral responsibility. Hog farmers keep their pigs safe and healthy, safeguard natural resources, protect public health, and build strong communities every day. pork quality, responsible production, and continuous improvement are roles they take very seriously. Iowa's pork producers, producing safe, affordable food. Sponsored by Iowa's pork producers and their pork checkoff.
When you were a kid, your parents made sure you had the best in life. Make sure they have the best too. Suggest they look into a reverse mortgage through Valley Bank. A reverse mortgage could help eliminate your parents' mortgage payments and improve their lifestyle by giving them cash. Connie Crawford at Valley Bank will sit down with you and evaluate whether a reverse mortgage is right for your loved one. For a free analysis, call Connie at Valley Bank's Clive branch, 224-5421. Call 224-5421. Valley Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Top seated Mustangs are in trouble and they lose the inbounds pass. Meyerly goes in and lays it in for a 12-point lead with 2:34 to go.
Right, the pressure, the half-court pressure, just surprising. They came out and extended so far.
Right now, the Mustangs are in deep trouble. 2:25 left. Three-pointer, Dylan Anderson. No! And another defensive rebound by Van Rokel. Van Rokel to Groneweg, back to Groneweg. Groneweg in between the leg dribble. Now they'll start to use that clock. 2:10 remaining and a foul up high. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up. Grotwald will be at the line, a 67% free throw shooter. West Lyon smelling upset now. 64-52, 2:09 left. Newell-Fonda has not lost a game all year long.
I got to believe that they haven't been in this deficit either. You just see kind of look on their face when they come down offensively. They're just in a panic mode, just trying to get shots up as quickly as possible.
13-point lead after the free throw, the largest of the game. The second one is up, and it's good. It's a 14-point game. 2:08 to go, and the Mustangs got to hurry now.
I said at the beginning that I thought this game would be closer than this, but I figured if there was any stretch, it would be on the Mustang side.
Bowie for three. It was an air ball and goes out of bounds. You make a great point, Paul. Not only are they undefeated, I doubt they had ever been down. Well, certainly not this much with 2 minutes left. They've blown out many of their opponents, and like you said, they've only had a couple of close games all year long.
And I tell you, those games just mean so much when you come to state tournament time of being in pressure situations. And you see that with a lot of times with 1A and 2A schools. These schools blow by the regular season, and then when it comes down to these are tough situations.
We're under 2 minutes to go. West Lyon with the ball, eating clock, just passing it on the perimeter. 1:44 left, and finally the foul as Dix fouls Brandon Snyder. Snyder's an 80% free throw shooter. It's a 14-point lead for West Lyon with 1:52 to go, and the Newell-Fonda fans are stunned right now as their top-seeded team is falling big time to West Lyon. Brandon Snyder, first free throw, up and in. 67-52. What a run here in the fourth quarter by West Lyon. Second one is in as well. 68-52 with 1:41 left. Dylan Anderson bringing it up for the Mustangs. They're going to need some threes, and they need them quickly. On the dribble is Bowie. Gets it off to Dalton. Dalton Anderson kicks it off to his brother. Pulls up for three, and it's good. And a quick timeout taken by Newell-Fonda. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Able to get the opportunity they wanted, knock it down, a quick timeout, set up their full court pressure here. West Lyon able to set up their offense, make sure everybody's on the same page. Not to mention just breaking the pressure, but what to do. You know, talking to your team about, boy, if you get it down here, you got a wide open three. When I mean wide open, 5-6 guys, nobody's around you, you take your layup. Otherwise, let's handle the ball, take care of it, run some clock, force them to put us on the free throw line.
68-55.
You're going to have to be able to step up and shoot free throws here and knock them down. You knock down your free throws this last minute and a half here, you're good to win this game, but we'll see what happens.
West Lyon inbounds in the backcourt. They get it into Snyder. See if they foul him. Snyder's doubled, and they're going to break this. Get it into the front court, and they pull it back, and they'll finally foul Groneweg.
trying to force some pressure that they either get a count, getting across half court, or an opportunity for a steal. Nothing there. Westline does a good job breaking the pressure, getting it up floor, then handling it, and getting to the free throw line. And here's what we talk about. Knock them down, you win this game.
Groeneweg 2 of 2 from the line today, 53% on the season. The lefty is up and it's in. A beautiful stroke there, 69-55 with 1:18 to go.
I tell you, every year, listening to the free throw stats, 50, how some of these guys, there's very few good shooters anymore, even in the high school ranks, of guys that just are willing to sit and just shoot free throws.
Missed the second. It's a 69-55 lead. Newell-Fonda quickly brings it up. Bowie inside, and the shot is rejected by Ballman.
Tell you what, Ballman's played tough today. I've been really impressed with his game and how it's going to be a tough matchup this next game for Keota against these guys.
Lob it into Bowie, lost the ball. It's going to be an over and back violation, and boy, things are just falling apart now for the Mustangs. Pedraza, Walterma back in. 1:07 to go in West Lyon. Looking more and more like they're going to pull off this first round upset and knock off the top seed in Class 1A. First trip to the state tournament, making the most of it. Get it into Snyder. Snyder dribbles around in the backcourt. Two players come to get him, and they're going to eventually foul him. And if you're the Wildcats, that's the player you want at the line, 80% on the year.
You know, West Lyon does just the opposite, just a good job getting the ball in his hands on that out of bounds situation.
Free throws coming up for Snyder. First one on the way, and it's good. 70 points for West Lyon. Well, if you were going to tell me who was going to score 70 in this game, Paul, you take Newell-Fonda every day. And yet they have been held to 55 points, a team that averages 74 during the regular season.
You know, West Lyon during the first half had some opportunities they could get out of control, but stayed in control, got good opportunities either on the break or in their half court, and just kept the Mustangs at bay.
They made the second free throw, and it's a 71-55 game. West Lyon trailed by 8 at the 5:52 mark of the third, but they put on a huge run here in the fourth quarter and have dominated late in the ball game. On the drive is Dalton Anderson. His shot's no good. Another rebound by Ballman, and that's just not going to do it. 43 seconds to go. They quickly bring it up underneath Heyer. He just passes up the shot, and they push him and foul him. And two free throws coming up for the senior. And it's all academic now. West Lyon is going to advance into the semifinals to take on Keota on Thursday, and Newell-Fonda and their fans are stunned here in the quarterfinals. Hayer's first free throw is in, 72. And now the Mustangs will sub everybody and get some players in to have the opportunity to play in the tournament. And the West Lyon Wildcats will do the same. Coach Johnson puts his subs in. He knows this game is in the books. And one more free throw coming up, 72-55. What a fourth quarter, Paul, for this Wildcat team.
I was impressed just with West Lyon. There's a couple times where this game could have kind of gone either way, and they just stuck in it and played. I was really impressed with Obama, just the way he played inside. You know, there were some layups driven by guys, and obviously you don't see it on the radio, where he just set screens and blocked his guy out for even getting to help side, where gave up those opportunities. So many points that he was involved in that you won't see on a scoreboard, and then the rebounding and block shots he's had at the defensive end.
30-9, West Lyon has outscored the Mustangs in the fourth quarter. 9 points is all Newell-Fonda could come up with in the quarter. And one more free throw. One more free throw coming up here. 37.4 seconds left. 72-55. West Lyon will advance into the semifinal game. Hayer stands in. The free throw is up, and it is missed. And rebounded by the Mustangs. Lindstrom will bring it up for Newell-Fonda. Still on the dribble with 30 seconds to go. Gives it off to Dustin Johnson. Now it's Zach Hecht with the ball, loses it, and West Lyon now with it. Dribbling is Dylan Whalen over to Snyder, and Snyder is, no, there's a timeout, actually a full timeout taken here by West Lyon. So we will take one final break and come back to finish this game. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
Meet Dave.
Hi.
Dave's a procrastinator.
I'm gonna need some time to think about that.
Dave thinks that getting the right health insurance is difficult, so he keeps putting it off.
Well, listen, I've heard the horror stories, man. I clearly don't have time for that.
Dave doesn't know that Wellmark has made it simple, so putting off health insurance falls right into Dave's procrastinating ways.
Oh, for example?
Dave told his wife he'd clean the garage after the game. Last season.
Ooh, yeah, I did, didn't I?
One time he was determined to rearrange the furniture, but then he discovered internet cat memes.
But they're so cute.
Yeah. If only Dave had gone to wellmark.com/simple. Wellmark has made it easier than ever to find the right health insurance. You can get a quote or find a Wellmark rep who can help in no time.
Even I couldn't put that off.
That's right, Dave. Stop putting it off. Go to wellmark.com/simple and check out their plans today. And don't wait. March 31st may be your last chance to enroll for the rest of 2014.
Actually, I've already started.
It's a miracle. Wellmark. Promises matter.
Yep.
Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Snyder for West Lyon, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and the final shot will actually count. Cole Wise knocks it in for Newell-Fonda, but the final score is 72-57. The Wildcats with the win, and a shocker here in the opening round.
Yeah, it was, looking on paper, obviously it doesn't matter. This is West Lyon just came out and battled for 4 quarters. Kept themselves, just as you said earlier, if they just keep hanging around, and then they found that opportunity, created their own break. They got some good break opportunities, got some great defensive stands by Baum. I was just impressed with, there's a solid team here that, again, you never know an 8 seed coming in, and this will be a tough matchup for Kyoto in the second round here.
Yeah, that should be an excellent matchup. That game will be Thursday at 12:15. Check that here. Yep, Thursday. No, excuse me, that's the early game. Thursday at 10:30. Those two teams will play here at Wells Fargo Arena. We'll take a network break and come back with the postgame. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
You should see my bank. It can do awesome things. Mom says it's just like the Four Seasons. Always there. Helping communities grow and be a better place to live and work. All because my bank lives here too.
Live Iowa, work Iowa, bank Iowa. Member FDIC.
The Bank Iowa Traveling Challenge Cup recognizes Iowa high school students for academic excellence in the classroom and outstanding achievement during state athletic, music, speech, and debate competitions. Winning schools in each of the state's 4 classifications receive the Bank Iowa Traveling Challenge Cup for permanent display in their schools, as well as a $1,750 monetary award to be used for academic enhancement. Learn how to become a winning school by visiting ihssn.com.
Back here at Wells Fargo Arena, where the final score was the West Lyon Wildcats 72, the Newell-Fonda Mustangs 57 in a shocker here in the quarterfinals. West Lyon will now take on Kyoto Thursday at 10:30 in the semifinals. Let's take a look here at the scoring from the game. First of all, for Newell-Fonda, they'll end the year with 1 loss, 25-1 on the season. 15 points for Brady Dix, 11 for Adam Mullen, 10 for Dylan Anderson, 6 points for Brady Bowie, 5 for Dalton Anderson, 5 as well for Connor Wolterman, and Gabe Pedraza had 3 in the ball game. Newell-Fonda, 19 of 49 from the field, 39%. They hit 5 3-pointers, 5 of 13 Only 12 of 20 from the free throw line, 60% in the game. They did end up out rebounding the Wildcats 35-32. For West Lyon, 4 players in double figures, 18 for Kyle Gronewald, 14 for Casey Meyerly, 12 for Brandon Snyder, 11 for Caleb Heyer, 7 for Cody Bauman, 7 as well for BJ Van Rokel off the bench, and 3 for Trace Grotwald, excuse me. West Lyon, 23 of 52, 44%, 7 of 18 from downtown, 39%. They were 19 of 27 at the free throw line as well, and they outscored this Newell-Fonda team 30-9 in the half. And actually, I think that's wrong, it's 30-11. There were 2 more points scored there right at the end. They did count that bucket, did they not?
They did.
They did, so just not updated on the stat sheet left.
Unless they just ran out and didn't count, but it was clearly good, but nonetheless, it was a win for West Lyon. We'll take a local break and then come back and continue with the post-game show right here on the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network. What do you want? Chicken.
Okay. Score an upset here in the quarterfinals as the West Lyon Wildcats knocked off the top seed Newell-Fonda 72-57. They'll take on Keota Thursday at 10:30 right here at Wells Fargo Arena. The next game this afternoon will feature another 1A quarterfinal as we have Western Christian of Hall taking on, the 2 o'clock game is Dunkerton, the number 3 seed, taking on East Mills, and then later this afternoon, it's Lamoni and Belmont Clemmy. We'll take another network break and then wrap it up here from Wells Fargo Arena. This is the Fairway Food Stores Championship Network.
From the crack of dawn to late at night.